Hello, this is Diggy slash Hector from the Lime Joint podcast, and also creator of Mask Posting. This is a video about what's been going on with the Lime Joint, and yeah, let's just get right into it. First of all, to all you three people who have been asking where the Lime Joint has been, thank you. I really do appreciate it that you're interested enough to ask about it at this point. Um, it genuinely, I really do appreciate that even one person could enjoy our content that much. Second of all, hopefully shortly after this video has been uploaded, a couple new episodes of The Lime Drink will be uploaded. They're the mock review episodes from a while back. It's been a couple of months. When you guys submitted a couple mocks, and we got enough to record 2 entire episodes, so thank you. And a lot of them were actually really good. It wasn't until episode 2 that a lot of the poo-poo ones started appearing, but anyway, yeah, like I said, this video is about what's been going on with the Lime Joint, so let's get started, I guess. So let's start from the very beginning. Why did the Lime Joint disappear for the first time in 2018? Well, the Lime Joint disappeared for the first time because I got burnt out on Bionicle. I got burnt out on the Bionicle community, and a lot of the hosts were busy doing stuff, myself included, almost everyone else included. So let's start with the first, getting burnt out with Bionicle and the community. A lot of factors were involved in that. Mask posting was involved in that, and I don't mean to be like, oh, mask posting's shitty. Of course, I don't think mask posting's shitty. It's my group. I love you people. Even though you can be shitheads sometimes. It's fine. I don't blame you for it. I'm a shithead myself. But why do I get burnt out? Well, first things first, Bionicle fan projects. Bionicle fan projects are easiest way to get yourself burnt out on something. I was involved in a couple. There was one specifically that just kind of made me lose my shit and kind of get burnt out on everything. It's cool now though. Like, yeah, the project, they know who they are. It's fine. It's whatever. I'm over it. I don't think about it anymore. But back then, it was just like oh god, I don't want to associate with this entire thing anymore. So I just kind of dropped off. And because I dropped off from Bionicle in general, that's why the group started falling apart. Like, it's no secret that mask posting has been on the decline for the past year or so. And I claim full responsibility for that. I mentioned that in a couple of comments around the place, but I think it's time, there should be a place where I want to hold myself accountable. This is what this video is about. I want to hold myself accountable for my mistakes. This doesn't mean I want to, like, flagellate myself. Is that even the right word? I don't know. This is completely unscripted, by the way. I did have a script before this, and I was in the middle of recording it, and my computer crashed, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it unscripted now. Fun fact, it's got a ton more swearing than before it was scripted. There was not even a swear word in that one, but anyway, let's keep moving. The Lime Joint. The Lime Joint, like I said, we were very busy with life, with everything really. And so it just disappeared in 2018. That was the first time the Lime Joint disappeared. We were heading out of the park, and I kind of regret just letting it fizzle out. But these things happen, you know that. And then in 2019, it has been a rough year for me. I've been through a lot of stuff this year. Because, last year I dropped out of college, started working. That didn't pan out, so I quit working. and then I kind of became a NEET for like half of the year of 2019. So as a result of me becoming a NEET, like at the beginning of the year, like middle of the year, we started pushing to bring the line joint back. More specifically, John periodically, like every couple months, was like, hey, let's bring back the lime joint. And I was always just kind of like, don't really want to do this anymore because, well, the lime joint, it specifically burnt out on me for completely different reasons. Because basically with the lime joint, editing the lime joint it's a double-edged sword, because it can be really therapeutic and I really enjoy doing it. Like I generally do love editing in general. I love doing like video memes and stuff like that. It's a process, and I like, the fact that there's a beginning and an end. It's great. I love it. And I love with the lime joint, editing is a craft. It's an art, and I love doing it because I can do, with the audio, I can manipulate conversations to flow better. It's almost like doing a comedy show. You get the editing tight. You get the conversations flowing better. It's great. And with the video portion, you can do like blink and you'll miss it moments, rewards for people who are actually paying attention. It's great. When Meso from TTV complimented me on that, I felt like, yes, at least one person has noticed. And I love that. But editing also took like 12 hours for the audio and another 12 hours for the video. That might just be because my process is really shit, because all of this is self-taught. I taught myself how to use Reaper, which is the DAW I use. I taught myself to use Vegas, and then when Vegas started failing, I started using Premiere, and all of that completely self-taught. So maybe my processes aren't that good, and it just takes a really long time for me to edit. Because I like, even though our videos aren't that good, I do like holding myself to a standard of quality, I guess, is the best way of saying it. And that really burns out on you. Because basically the prospect of listening to the same conversations for hours and hours on end, it wears down on you. And I don't think I need to explain why, because I think most people can get it. Especially when there are conversations that you were holding yourself anyway. So that's specifically why I got burnt out on the lime joint. Completely aside from all the personal stuff and all the Bionicle community stuff. But anyway, 2019, we bring it back. Oh yeah, why did we bring it back? I was like on my NEET phase, I guess. I'll be honest, I just wanted friends. I miss doing a fun little show with my friends, and the people who do the lime joint are genuinely my friends. I love doing all of this stuff with them. I think they're some of the funniest people I know, and that's not a lie. And some of the most interesting conversations ever are with these people, and I pour one out for all the fallen ones, all the fallen homies from the Bionicle Discord server. If you heard that, that was an actual clang from the beer can I'm drinking. Yes, I'm drinking one beer can, it's whatever. But pour one out for all the homies. You know who you are. Rolly, Sular, everyone from the Discord server who just kind of died out. I miss you guys. I really do. Those are great times. And I hate myself for isolating myself and kind of just letting everything die. Not just the Facebook group, but also the Discord server. Because I think a lot of people who are in the Facebook group don't realize that my true Like, the real friends were mass hosting. The real friendship was in the Discord server. That's where I met. Like, that's where you could hold actual conversations and learn people's point of views. That's how I really got close with Tyler. I got close with John. Because people all the time are like, who the fuck is John? Because John never posts. I think he's had like 2 posts ever in the group. But he was super active in the Discord. I don't know why, but he was. And he participated in like almost every conversation. And we just became friends. And he was there when we were creating the Lime Joint. So he was one of the hosts. It was great. I loved it. I love the guy. There's so many people. The aforementioned Rolly, Solar, Sarah. Pour one out for her as well. Devin, also pour one. God damn, everyone's just popping and dropping. But anyway, the Discord was where it was really at. And because I isolated myself and I stopped talking in the Discord, now let's be real, there were some more popular people who dropped off from the Discord, and that was, also why it died. But I feel like if I hadn't isolated myself, things would have turned out differently. But I did, and there's nothing I could do about that, except try to do better in the future. At this point, can anything be done for the Discord server? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe so. It'd be great if it did, but anyway. The Lime Joint. We brought it back. We hyped it up. We hyped it up a lot, not just to the people listening, who I know aren't nearly as much as I think they are, but we hyped it up to ourselves, because John was also really, really looking forward to it. I was really looking forward to it, because I was trying to recapture that early 2018 magic. I wanted to be someone. That sounds really bad, but it's kind of true. I like being listened to. If you didn't notice, I like the sound of my own voice, because I've been talking for 13 minutes and 7 seconds. So yeah, it's just been a wild ride, I think everyone knows it's been a wild ride. But we brought it back, and it was great for the episode it lasted. And then we recorded a couple more episodes for the mock thing. Those episodes have been recorded for months. I finished the audio editing and the video editing for one of them months ago. And why have they not gone up? It's also been because of me. Like I said, I don't want to self-martyrize over this. I just want to keep myself accountable. Thinking of going up to edit, like, I'll walk you through the process of making a Lime Joint episode real quick. First things first is the planning. What do we do? What is this episode going to be about? Okay, it takes a couple of minutes of conversation, maybe a couple hours. We decide what we want to talk about. What's the next step? Scheduling a recording sesh. That's probably the hardest part. Trying to get everyone together at one singular point to record, to talk for a couple hours. It's harder than you think. And if you've ever tried to put on a podcast like this, just talking with people over Discord, you know how hard it can be. I know TTV has been having this problem where they have like 13 members and they can barely get 3 people on a show. Not knocking them or anything. They talked about it today. At the time of recording, they had an episode earlier today live, and they were talking about it. It's kind of a known thing. Getting people together for a podcast sucks. It's terrible. If you can do a podcast IRL, do it IRL. I'm just saying. But And then you actually record the podcast, you talk, everything's great, goes amazing. And then you download the files, you edit the audio. At least how this is how I do it. I edit the audio first in Reaper. Um, like I said, I make conversations flow better. I just want to create a good experience, and it's worked. I don't think anyone has ever called me out on a conversation being edited to flow better. So I think I'm doing a good job about that. And then editing the video, which basically just comprises, okay, I'm gonna listen back to the episode, and as I'm listening to the episode, I'm like, okay, this photo fits with what we're talking about, I'm gonna throw it on, and so forth and so forth. I like to be way too meticulous about my video editing process, but anyway, after I finish editing the video, I render it, start uploading it to YouTube. Then I need to come up with a title. I need to come up with a description that fits, both a description bar and social media. I need to put all the video tags. We have a format as to how to do the description, so that doesn't take too long. Then I do a thumbnail. And thumbnail is also a thing where maybe my process just takes too long. But have you ever tried to get a transparent PNG of a Bionicle photo? It fucking sucks. There's so many angles. It's a pain. That's all I wanted to say. That's my rant, because I just finished doing that for I just finished doing the thumbnails for the new episode. But yeah. Then I click the publish button, I go around and announce it on social media, I share it with people, share it on Discord servers, stuff like that. So that's my entire process of doing a Lime Jane video. Why did I just tell you about how long all this takes, what all this stuff I do? So you can understand why I get burnt out on this. The whole thing about this is just this is all going through my head before we even start the whole process. The mere thought of, hey, let's do the lime joint, this is what I start thinking. I start like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And I guess this also has to do with my mental illness. Spoiler alert, yes, I'm mentally ill. I don't know who's surprised by that. But it just fills me up with so much dread to try and do the lime joint. And then let's say we record it. It fills me up with so much dread to the littlest things. The littlest things get me. And I'm not saying this again to get any pity or anything like that. I just want you to know what it feels like for me, because empathy is one of the most important things for me, in my opinion, in my life. I just think it's, I don't know, let's move on. It's just a big process, and a combination of my laziness, because let's face it, I am lazy, my own problems, and the whole process goes into making a podcast. It just kind of gets to me. So that's why the lime joint has been done for so long. Now, what does this mean for the future of the lime joint? I'm not sure. It can mean many things for the future of the lime joint. First of all, is the lime joint going to end definitively? No, absolutely not. Lime joint, I don't think I will ever in my heart pronounce it dead, because I love it. All the things, despite all the things that I just said, despite all of that, I love it. I love making videos. It's great. I love, having jokes, telling jokes, and then having people tell the jokes back to me. It's great. I love it. I love creating inside jokes and stuff like that. Not to say that I just want to bask in the glory of having a Bionicle podcast, because there's no glory in that, let's face it. But I just like having fun. I like talking, and I like blah blah blah. I've already mentioned that it's been 10 whole minutes since I last talked about how much I like listening to myself talk, but anyway. Oh man. I've just had a lot of ideas about what to do with the lime joint over the past couple of months. This is actually one of the ideas I've been throwing around. Just kind of a me thing. Like, sometimes I think about things and I just want to talk about them on my own. Maybe it'll be a thing if there's interest. I don't think there would be too much interest, but who knows? I'll see what I can do about that. But I'll just talk on my own. Again, also like video reviews for the Legend of Madanui thing. I'm very interested in video essays, but there's so many video essays now. Who knows? One of my original visions for the Lime Joint has always been that I wanted this channel not to just be the Lime Joint. I wanted this channel to be kind of a hub for us, for the inner circle, I guess you would say. I wanted this to be a creative hub, and that vision never really materialized. Maybe I didn't communicate it properly, but I do remember Swert had like a top 10 idea. He wanted to do his own top 10s, and I wanted to let him do it on the Lime Joint, on the channel. I still think I want to do that. I don't know. There's a lot of ideas in my head that probably will never get done, but I like the idea of having a place where I can put it all. I know it hurts a YouTube channel not to have a unifying theme or unifying style of content, but who knows? One of the things I like the most in the world about art, and I do think in some way this is art. This is literature in some way, so this would be art. Anyway, let's move on. And that is self-expression, expressing myself. I think that's great. I love expressing myself, whether it be through music, through art, through talking, through writing. I love all of that. So I've always wanted to do more of that. Maybe we'll start doing that more. Who knows? As for episodes of the Lime Joint proper, we'll see. Don't rule them out. I'm not ruling them out. Maybe we'll get more help editing. We actually did get help from Kaz, aka She's Baby. And he was a massive help editing the last video. He actually knocked it out in like 2 hours. I haven't watched it, so I don't know how different the quality is, but we'll see. We'll see when people start messaging me about it. But yeah, let's do a quick recap about what this video was about. A, why the Lime Joint failed at first. B, why the Lime Joint... Well, I wouldn't say failed. Why the Lime Joint disappeared at first. Why the Lime Joint disappeared again. What's been going on with me. What's been going on with the Lime Joint. And what the future is. I think that's what all the things we talked about. I just want everyone to know I'm very grateful for everything, first of all. I really am. I'm grateful for all the friends I've made. I'm grateful for the little things, really. And if you've stuck around this long, I want to genuinely thank you for listening to me. I love you. Nah. Anyway, I want to thank you for listening to me, and let's hope there's a brighter future for the Lime Joint. And I'm sorry. Thank you for listening. This has been Diggy. aka Hector. Game on, gamers.